Good morning, friends. It's Miss Janice. I tried to do Play-doh just a little while ago, and the sound did not work. And so we are going to do the Play-doh activity again. In everybody's home materials kit, you have a laminated name mat that looks like this, and it should have your name on it. You should also have a can of, or a cup of Play-doh. And parents, I know this makes you nervous, but this is a very important activity for us to help our children work on their fine motor skills. So we are going to, I'm just going to show you kind of what we ask the students to do. When they get here first thing in the morning, we want them to try and find their nameplate, and they are going to start trying to cover their name with Play-doh. And today I'm using Daniela's nameplate. And, you know, most of the time when the kids have Play-doh, they are going to be kind of mushing it, smashing it, pinching it, okay? When we get to pre-K, we want them to do a little bit more, okay? So we're going to ask them to take some Play-doh, and we want to roll it, okay? Like they're making biscuits, or, I don't know, sausage balls, meatballs, whatever. That's kind of an interesting task for our kids because it helps exercise the muscles in their fingers and their hands, which they need to develop so that they can write, color, paint, create later on in life. So this is kind of an important task. Now, some of our friends, it's really hard for them to do, and all they do is smush. Okay, so this is going to be something that we want them to do every day. They will get better as they practice it. Some kids may not have the ability to do this in their hands. They may have to actually do it on their mat. And so I'm kind of trying to make sure that you guys can see. So if they have some Play-doh, what we want them to do is just to roll it on the mat, okay? And I know, parents, that it is the idea of Play-doh in the home is kind of scary. I would suggest that you keep the Play-doh at the kitchen table. We have these laminated mats for them to keep the Play-doh on. And we want them to do all of their work right here. They should not be walking around the house with Play-doh in their hands. Okay, Play-doh stays at the table. All right, so once we have had the kids make a ball, then we want them to roll it out into a line, or, you know, I call it here at school, I call it a snake. And again, this is another exercise that when the kids are rolling the Play-doh back and forth under their hands and their fingers, they are exercising those muscles that they will need to be able to write their name, hold a pencil, color, paint. So then you're going to make a snake-looking thing, and the kids are going to cover the letters in their name, okay? And they will use the little snake pieces to form the letters in their name. So they will practice rolling the Play-doh in their hands. If they don't want to do it on their hands, they can do it on the table, on top of their mat. Once they have made it into a ball, then they will roll it back and forth. And again, that works those muscles in their hands. And you will make a snake, a line of Play-doh that they will use to form the letters in their name. And once they get that rolled out, then they will add it to their nameplate. And so once they have all of the letter done, I'm trying to hold it up so you can see it. The D is done. We want to make sure that we start on the left-hand side and we move to the right. If we run out of space, then we take off the letter from the left-hand side. Now, I want you to make sure that you're asking the kids to identify the letter before they start making it and after they have finished. Now, these kids may not know all their letters right away, and that's okay. If you ask a child what this letter is and they cannot tell you, then you say, this is the letter D, and you ask them to repeat it. Say that letter, D, okay? They are not going to automatically know all their letters, and that's okay. This is the beginning of the year. But this is an activity that once they do this, they're going to go all the way across. They're going to say the letters in their name. And then if they want time, they can do whatever they want with the Play-Doh. They can make a snowman. They can make a rainbow. They can make a bridge. They can make a car or a teddy bear, whatever it is that they want to make. All this time that they're using to work on their Play-Doh with their hands is exercising those hands, and it's making it stronger, okay? So this is a really important thing. I know it makes you nervous because I know that sometimes you just fear that it'll make a mess. And I think what we have to do is make sure that we have established where the kids are going to do Play-Doh. Only at the kitchen table. Only on the mat. The cup does not move away from the kitchen table. And then we have those specific tasks for them to do. They should not be able to get up from the table without making sure that all the Play-Doh is put away. Now, in just a little while, I will have you guys watch how we do a name activity. I thought I taped it earlier. Then when I played it back, there was no sound. So I'll be getting on again in a few minutes to show you that activity as well. Thanks.